in speaking with you guys, I realize some of you are from UE. Is this a University of the West Indies organization or a national organization? Tell us a bit more.
Okay, well, it's really a project which was started at the University of the West Indies. It was a pilot study to implement a guide dog service into Trinidad and Tobago. We started it because we were optometry students and we interacted mainly with visually impaired. As research went on, we actually found out more about the disabilities and how the assistance dogs could be used for various disabilities. So, in essence, we actually made the program much broader to encompass all disabilities, which are done well, which is done internationally. All right.
So is it now a national organization? Or is it still just a university project?
Oh, well, I would say it's a national organization. We are actually a non-governmental organization, and we're trying to get charity status soon.
Okay.
Yes.
And when exactly were you guys established?
Oh, we started on the 23rd of August in 2013.
Okay.
Yes.
So you guys have been around for a while.
Yes, we have been.
Okay. Well, this is me personally. I know that there are guide dogs and guide dog associations internationally, but you don't really see a lot of visually impaired people walking with guide dogs. They still walk with their canes. So, is it that you guys are now trying to get more dogs or provide dogs for visually impaired persons?
Yes. Well, currently in Trinidad and Tobago, we have one working guide dog.
One.
Only
Only?
one. Yes.
Okay.
And we plan on changing that very soon because guide dogs are not detect. Sorry. When you walk with a cane, it's a detector, but guide dogs are obstacle avoiders.
Okay.
So they'll be able to clear out a path for the visually impaired person.
Okay, so is this one dog, is he or she assigned to anyone currently, or what is the situation like with that?
Well, in terms of our program, we're actually starting a kennel. We have one female in the country presently, which will hope to be breeding soon to have more puppies. We are importing dogs out of Germany to start the program formally. We have the help of a certified, well, not a certified as yet, but soon to be certified trainer with accreditations from the international regulation bodies. Um, what we are trying to do is something that is what we want it to be is something international, meet international standards and be an accredited school where we would be able to train or trade resources in between various schools. So we would be able to store sperm, have litters imported without any duties, or even have trainers come in to help us on a more full-time basis.
Okay. Okay. Anything else?
In terms of the guide dog that is here in Trinidad, it's owned by Joseph Vatola Plaslier, also known as Lingo.
Okay.
Yes, and he recently won the extempo competition.
Oh, okay.
Yes, so he's the one that has the guide dog right now.
So, aside from what you guys would have highlighted so far, is there any, or are there any other aims or purposes of the association? Is it just like also to raise awareness or to ensure that as many people or every visually impaired person in Trinidad has a guide dog? You want to shed some more light?
Well, this started off as a study in UE, and when we surveyed some of the visually impaired persons, some said that they were afraid of dogs and some weren't interested, but most of them did say yes, they would like a guide dog eventually.
So that sounds like highly specialized training. Exactly how long average time does it take to train dogs like that?
Well, the dogs go through various set of training regimes. Basically, from birth, after 6 weeks, we stop weaning them off the mom. We send them to a foster home. By then, they are actually trained basic obedience and manners, right? The dogs actually, we try to make them almost comparable with a human way of life. So the dogs we generally use are Labradors or Golden Retrievers that really have that docile but calm temperament. Um, there are there are actual schools that use German Shepherds. Some schools use Doberman, and people have actually used pit bulls. right?
Pit bulls.
Yeah,
Pit
pit
bulls
bulls.
tend to have a bad reputation, you know.
Yeah, it's really how you really train dogs. But the fact of the matter is to make life easier for us, we tend to use Labradors. Most American schools use Labrador retrievers, and we intend to do the same thing.
I know you guys have a dinner coming up soon. You guys want to tell us a bit about dinners on the 28th of March? Who wants to field that question?
So the dinner is called a dinner in the dark, where we will be blindfolding our guests for them to experience what it's like to eat and dine as a visually impaired person. So it's on the 28th of March. It begins at 6 p.m. and it's at Napa.
Okay, okay. I have heard, I think there are restaurants internationally that do that where they
Yes.
they blindfold you and you have to, you're tasting, you're really relying on the sense of taste, I think it is. So
Yes.
it'd be a similar concept.
Yes, so it'll be a journey into taste.
Sounds really good. So where can our audience get tickets? Who can they contact? You want to give us some information on that?
Oh, no problem. They can go on to our Facebook page, which is Trinidad and Tobago Guide Dog Association, and we have an event page there that they can join, and all of our names are there, and you can contact any of us, any one of us for tickets.